Welcome to our weekly AMA. Today we have our CEO, Evgeny, and our biz develop guy, Yaro.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of extended crowd today because we wanted to talk about Guru framework as a product which brings value for the business, for the people, and for different communities. And Yara here, he's working closely with all those people who's integrating it, starting from the very beginning when we're doing like discovery phase, all the way to successful integrations and to actual use of it in their like communities, businesses, and so on and so forth. So that's the topic for which we wanted to go over today, and we would be, of course, derailing from it into different directions as usual. But yeah, let's start from who we are, what we are. For sometimes we have new people here. We are a Guru network. We are started as Dex Guru 4 years ago, trading terminal for DeFi space. We support with it 180 dexes, 18 chains, and this is like the product which has been on the market for 4 years. We went through whole DeFi summer with it, and right now in our ecosystem, which we've built in for Guru Network, and we've built an ecosystem which is focused around multi-chain Web3 automation and AI compute layer, which means that we are infrastructure for the projects and products which utilize and the layer to automate their Web3 transactions, LLM, and applications provisioning effectively. That we have ecosystem applications, and all those ecosystem applications built on top of our framework, which we started developing first for our block explorer, data warehouse, and other B2B products. And now we are using that framework to provision all those AI chatbots, which operating in the groups, operating in DMs, and applications hooked up to those where people can explore, talk, and again talk to as Guru AI here about the context of trading, what you want to go for, and under the hood, it's using the same data we were like polishing in Dex Guru for 4 years, and that brings us to this unique kind of position, right, Yara, where we not only offering like the framework as a kind of SaaS solution, but having all the infrastructure and it allowing for those models which couldn't be existing in SaaS product, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like super excited to see this progress and grow because, a few months ago, I was part of the MA and we were showing the Guru era. We were showing how it is a Telegram application on one side, but indeed it's like this final stage of Dex Guru evolution because it utilizes all the tools we've built throughout the past 4 years, and everything is working smooth as one process, one ecosystem under the hood, allowing this application to be shipped quickly, being scalable, and we can build on top of it as much as we want to with Guru framework that we've been working on for a long time. But now it's even more exciting because this is the era of AI, and we're working with AI, we're integrating with AI, and I really want to hear your perspective on where do you think the AI trading, AI DeFi is going to be in the next year or two? Where are we heading? And how do you think it's going to be integrated into our solutions? Because I know the insights. I kind of want you to share what is coming up and kind of dive deeper into that.
What we effectively have in here is a system which allowing us to orchestrate AI agents and construct very comprehensive agents. So let's imagine you have like a business process, right? And business process where multiple people involved, like different roles, which one is doing like one job, like for example, summarizing all the inputs, right? Like you for example, let's talk about sales process, right? You're aware of sales, I'm aware of sales. So there is this leads discovery phase, which is handled by one role, and then you have like a lead setter, it's another role, and then you have, for example, who you have like salesperson, like BD guy,
Yes.
right?
Typical, there is
Yeah,
SDR, then BDR, and then you have account executive, and then you have
exactly.
account manager, right? So that would
So
be the flow.
yeah, and that's exactly what we provide a framework for, because, for example, here it's like post agent, the agent which generating constantly like social media posts, and we are specifying multiple agents in here actually. So first of all, the agent which pulls the data, then the other one which is specially designed to score the data. Where it pulls the data. It pulls the data from Telegram group, from Telegram community, and then the next agent need to score it, how valuable it is for the current narratives, like, and then based on those posts as a source data, as a context, it generates the other one, like a copywriter, generates messages, and that process like constantly flowing, and it's controlled from within the application you're spinning up, and that's what complex AI processors are, which
Yeah,
allowing you, yeah,
it's a whole team of agents working together as a smooth machine and providing the ultimate output and resource, right? And right before, you would need a whole team of people doing all this work individually. Now it's just one algorithm that seems like it, but indeed it's all independent agents that work together. Is that right?
exactly. And the next kind of idea we have in there is getting those business processes all the way to people, so they can actually launch those things from within their communities where they operate in. So you have a Telegram groups, you have DMs with bot, and we in conversation with this bot, like you launch on the process which is like which can produce you posts in a very smart way, which can research token for you, and we already have this as well. When you ask him like, what's about Guru, what's the BTC price? It's actually going in there, and like there is AI processor which is designed to go and check and then basically form the answer, and you controlling it from within the chatbot interface, and all the rest of the interface of the application becomes like a secondary thing where actual chatbot drives you to.
Yeah, I kind of want
So
to here.
yeah,
I think this is super interesting because, look, there is sort of old way how things were done, right? You have these charts. You have to spend hours looking at everything, analyzing every single data point, and then you have to make your own decision based on what you see. And sometimes people don't pay attention to things or they miss things out. So you're not really getting comprehensive view of everything because we're human. We can't just process everything. But with AI, it can process all the information all at once and provide you with reasonable answers. If you can go to the charts,
yeah.
I just kind of want to visualize that what it used to be, right? That where you have to go dive into these numbers, see all the candles go up, go down, volumes. It's a lot. It's really a lot to see on one screen. And now go back to our chat interface. And while it seems like a super easy, like simplified version of it, but it's extremely powerful. What is the examples of things that you can get out of the chatbot versus going and looking yourself at the charts?
It's like so the kind of finite idea here is allow you to combine multiple data sources in one kind of mind, so it could be summarized, it could be gathered together into a comprehensive report, which have decisions in it already, and that's why we want to use LLMs. That's why we want to use AI, because it also expressing some opinion on what it actually went through, and based on this opinion, and it makes basically predictions, because what's effectively AI or LLM is, it's a machine to make predictions. So it has some data which it got from this token tab, right, and from the actual like token analytics. It has like price data, it has all this holders data, so it has everything. Plus what we're working on, it has like mindshare data. So in all those communities, we have bot operating, we have people talking about different tokens, and that's effectively mindshare. And on top of it, it's giving you like that summarized result when you're asking about what do you think on Guru, and it's summarizing all of it in simple answer. Oh, I think you want to buy it, for example. Oh, you probably, it's too early, you don't want it to get in this position.
Mhm.
And the next step would be is actually allowing LLM to choose that skill as well, skill of like swapping, skill of
That's where I was leading to, because
yeah.
like right now, currently we have this set of agents working together, providing information that is more accurate or more predictable than what human would do. But this is not where we stop, right? We still work on those additional features, additional functionalities that are not available today. And this AI can be your broker. It can be your crypto body, right? That is helping you, guiding you through. And I think it'll be like essential for people just entering crypto world and trying to get to know what it is like. How can I open up an account? How can I start trading? What do I need for this? I was that person a long time ago, and I still have a lot of questions. So having a AI person that you can talk to, and it will guide you through all the processes and not just tell you what to do like currently ChatGPT does. This one will actually execute on your behalf, and you just have to provide information. And then after everything is set up, it will help you also trade by just asking you, would you want to complete the trade? I think this is a hot token right now. You should act on this, right? And all you have to do is just say yes, trade, or say what the amount of money you want to invest into it. Is that how you see this work too?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, what AI agent or LLM wouldn't have in foreseeable future? Ability to open a bank account, but it can open a bank account for you in crypto, and it's kind of a gray zone right now, but that's where it's all headed. And to actually achieve it, we from the very beginning we embedded like operational wallet into concept of our framework. So whenever people register in all those apps, operational wallet is automatically created and assigned, and then you can have external wallet, and you basically can transfer between them, and you can swap from it. But the main idea here always was that operational wallet is for different trading strategies, for control by LLM, for whatever you basically dedicate into the app or to AI processor. And that's the main reason behind it. And what we actually started playing with is, for example, those token price notifications, right? And those token price notifications, those are first like precursor to having actions, right? You receive a notification. It's like a triggered event, and you have this widget sent to you, which I have example in, I believe, Haven app, right? Haven, where application notifying you that those whales moved this token or that token, and you can always go back and swap into those tokens. But next step would be is providing all this data to LLM, which based on this data decides, okay, so those guys are swapped. Do you want to move your portfolio in the same direction? If you want, you're just giving us feedback, and we starting like executing those positions, and as a pretty smart market maker. So that's pretty much what we're talking about here, and yeah.
Do you think users will be able to modify or edit the notification system? I know you're talking about the chatbot being communicating everything without sending notifications, but in the nearest future, do you think we can allow users change with prompts the way how notifications have been delivered?
Yes, that's one of the first features, like those execution features in the roadmap right now. Because, for example, those price notifications are already there. You can send them up by yourself, and so on and so forth. The next step is when you're talking about token, like I was showing, like what's the BTC price, what about Guru, whatever else. When you're talking about token. For LLM to offer you subscribe to notifications about the token. And based on the price volatility of this token, it would set up all the parameters for you, like threshold, actual period on which, and then you have a smart notifications, and those notifications could be not for you as well, which it sets up. It could be feed those things to itself and analyze them over the day, over the months, and at any given time when you would be asking, like, oh, what's the current market trends? What do you know about it? It would be this answer based on the information you actually subscribe to with it.
I got the
So
main
yeah,
question of the past few days. The main question is, would this help people not to miss Trump coin?
with mindshare ability, yes. Like, for example, how it was started, like why lots of people missed it. It's like missed the most of the access, right? Everyone's seen the coin deployed, everyone's seen it, but no one knew if it's verified or not. Like, in crypto, you can register any token with any name, and then exactly based on mindshare in Twitter, everyone started figuring out that it all goes, all the ties to the same team which spinned up like Trump cards before, all this NFT stuff, and based on this, everyone figured out, oh, it's 100% it's Trump meme. Yeah, because it was deployed by those wallets and so on and so forth. But the actual flow you can catch from mindshare better than from any technical analysis. So those integrations into the groups where people started expressing, different information they got, like, and so that agent actually grabs this information and processing it can give us very interesting results on catching up those waves.
Do you think weights in terms of authority will be one of the most important in this AI decision-making process? Because tweet or information coming from Trump's official Twitter account is more valuable than coming from some third party without a check mark, right? And you can't put them in equal weights in terms of who's right, who's wrong, so that the AI model can actually analyze and make the right decision. I'm curious how that would actually work in the future, because if the AI agent can provide the information, it can process that this new coin just got launched. I think this is exactly what crypto is all about, is being one of the first ones to get in and know what's going on. And there is no alert.
And first one to get out.
Right. Well, when to do that too. And I feel like there is no notification system or no signal system that is actually accurate about that currently, but machines can be, right? And I think if we get to that point, I mean, when we get to that point, when machines actually, an AI can get to that moment where it can catches Trump coin being launched right away, analyzes that it's coming from legit source, sees what's going on overall market in the media space, and makes a decision that this is actually legit and this is something I can offer, because that has to be one of the filters, right? You can't just keep feeding information because it's easy to manipulate AI then. And in this case, I feel like that's something that doesn't exist today, and it's only the first step to the future. What's your take on that?
My take was that it all depends on the sources where you get in the data you're feeding into, and if in those sources you already filtering it good enough, as well as scoring this data, like categorizing this data and getting it all the way to LLM, then you would have proper results. When you combine in on-chain data, we have on Dex Guru with social data. We are having partner right now with who's providing like social data, like Mindshare and so on. You on this intersection, you have this perfect sweet spot to this kind of LLM agent to operate, because it could combine multiple sources. That's the main means of its existence, and based on those sources, it's making decision. Oh, that's legit because there are transactions from those wallets, and that's like on-chain, data we have, and there are actual tweets about it, and we see like Mindshare. We see that the token started being mentioned in the social space, and within the group where our chatbots are operating, it's happening as well. That's another source. So, and that's what making Guru network kind of proposition unique there. That throughout our lifetime as an organization, as Dex Guru and Guru network, we're all about like collecting different data sources, different type of data, normalizing it or aggregating it. But now in a new world, and you're right about it, the new kind of struggle and new effort there is to not only categorize the data and basically process the data and normalize it, but provide it to LLMs in a way how that they would understand it, with all the limitations it has. It has like in a very simple case, it has limitation of like context windows. It has different other limitations, but adding those, so splitting the whole process in the roles, splitting the actual information into small pieces, and then continuously summarizing it, gives us ability to pass through it, to kind of overcome those struggles technologically. And that's exactly where Guru framework is so effective, because under the hood of your application, of your chatbot, of your maybe personal chatbot, so there is an engine which allows you to orchestrate pretty much any LLM action, any Web3 actions, any user interaction where feedback from you needed to basically to proceed.
That's right. An interesting thing is, in investor world, in founding world, it's all about like everyone has good ideas and everyone has this vision of AI agents. Everybody's talking about it. It's a hot topic, of course. But what investors usually ask is, why are you the right team to execute on this, right? And to me, it's such a beautiful place to be, coming from business development point of view, understanding that Guru AI network is perfectly positioned to execute on this task specifically, because first of all, we run the data. We have our own Dex that we process all the data. We have all the information, the source, and just like you mentioned, just having enough like sort of social proof and tweets online is not enough to make the right cautious decision if this is accurate or not, but also supporting that with on-chain transactions, having information to that piece, combining those data points does give you more in terms of evaluation criteria, right? But also we have our own framework that we've been building for the past few years, and that allows us to build on top of these AI agents and create more tasks for validation, for curation, for notification, right? So all those processes can be built independently. They can become better at these things. And I'm super happy that we're in this space where we have all the tools, resources, and experience into basically becoming the next DeFi AI super app, right?
Oh, sorry, I got muted. Yes, that's like we are not like new on this market, and like building a proper data indexation pipeline, building a proper infrastructure which would lie under the hood of whatever you're doing with AI processors. It's actually, there are not that many companies in crypto industry who's actually done it properly. You know, like who have technologies who have their own indexer, who have technologies to basically aggregate the data, store the data, and run the nodes. That's what we effectively got involved with building Dex Guru all this time. So, and that allows us to apply all those things which we've built, which we already have, all this data which we indexing for years, to new kind of paradigm, to feed it to LLM and relaunch the product which we were building it for, as well as with chatbot as a main interface of it in the mind. Like that, a new concept we started talking about this week. We had the press release spread it around in regards of, we launched a new Dex Guru where you would be landing into chatbot interface and in dialogue where it's proactively, engaging with you. You would be, based on your level of the understanding of crypto, you would be getting into it like really fast. If you already have a wallet, you connecting it, you already know everything.
Do you want to pull it up?
Yeah.
Do you want to pull it up and kind of bullet point run through the press release? We don't have to dive into it. Just summarize bullet points, like the key things that are going into it. I feel like it would be interesting to hear from our perspective how we position this, and hearing from the founder in like short terms what it actually means, right?
Yeah. So here we have it. Yep. So what we're talking about here is that we are building AI-driven trading terminal. So Dex Guru, it was built in 2021 for crypto summer, right? And in crypto summer, you wanted to have like a trading terminal which is connected to as many dexes as possible, which like connecting chains as they appearing, like BNB, Polygon, everything what's been appearing there. And with deep enough analytics, with categorization of traders, with like balances, with some smart analytics, so you would be able to do a right decision on like DJing with stuff. Like all crypto summer was about it. What we see right now is the rise of new DeFi AI kind of category, where DeFi fuses with AI and new products needed to be launched in this category. That's why we launched an AI-driven trading terminal. And the idea here is, and we are well positioned for it as Guru team, is conversational interface. So you landing into the agent and it's operating in your beloved like messengers, chat, Discord, chatbots on the web app. And whenever you're talking to it, it has a subset of widgets to provide to you to explain user data, as well as it could get you to the bigger application where you can do your own research still. But the actual application interface would be switching based on your dialogue with the chatbot, and so you effectively would be controlling the application flow from the chat and chat from application flow. So whenever you would be switching in between tabs in here, and the LLM also notices that you're interested in some token, it's starting proactively telling you about this token.
Yeah, it's not going to replace, right? It's not going to replace the application. It is designed to work hand in hand with the application, because application becomes your back office. It becomes the place where you can connect your wallets, check your balances, see the rewards, see the quests, see the things that you can do within the application. And the chatbot becomes this convenient interface that you're interacting through. And I'm pretty sure it's my opinion. It's not part of the Guru Network's opinion, but my opinion is that the future of interfaces is the voice. We're all going to be talking to a, through the headphone set or whatever. It's going to be all voice oriented. And I feel like this is the step towards it, setting up for that next evolution of voice interfaces, because being able to just tell what you want to do or hear the information and provide command as approval or denial of an action is actually super easy and fast to do, right? And if the chat interface can right now write things to you, then in the future it'll be able to tell you what's going on. And I'm sure there will be layers that will have to sort of adapt to that as well, in terms of how we provide information, because nobody wants to listen to a 3-minute Telegram voice message, right? So the same thing will have to happen with a voice, with a chat as well.
Have you seen
But
FOMO?
somehow everyone wants to record them, but no one wants to listen.
Have you seen FOMO radio?
No, what's FOMO?
Yeah, it's like voices over voices in regards of like crypto from FOMO. Yeah. I checked the project recently because that's one of the things we were discussing, how that should operate in like as your personal DM, but that's basically like a social account which is constantly posting voices. But let's imagine you are driving somewhere and you want to listen to different crypto like narratives which are delivering to you as fast as it could be, and yeah, why not?
Yeah, I just think the intellect is not in providing a ton of information. It is an ability of process information and concisely communicate it, right? Like the shorter your sentences are and the more deliberate your words are, it really connects to, like, delivers that message quickly to you, and you understand.
Simple is better.
Right, exactly. So in this sense, the AI agent operates for you. It analyzes the whole market and then just provides you the summary real quick. And I feel like the only challenge in this space is trust, right? Because right now we do have hallucinations in the AI space and people are still skeptical, especially in finance world, money. It's all very sensitive. How do you see this working out? How do you see this being tackled in the future? How can we trust this AI models? You can't just be putting those disclaimers. This is AI model. It can make mistakes or it can do something wrong. So we're not responsible. If we're really stepping into the future where AI runs our wallets and does trading for us, there has to be that level of trust. I know it's a complicated and loaded question. Do your best. I just want to hear, what do you think about this?
When that question arises, like that type of question arises, like how you can trust AI, how, or like very specific, everyone assuming it's a problem very specific to AI, but I always answer like how you can trust people, if there is such a job, for example, like broker, like stocks broker or someone, how to trust your stocks broker so it's not like doing something stupid or not draining your account or not like bullshitting you about his investments. You have reviews, and that's a future mechanism on how we would add those agents, and because we allowing people and we ourselves building those AI processors which have like QA processes inside them as a separate agent which is verified previous agent and so on. Those things would become more and more comprehensive, and that they will work better and better. And then someone's AI processors, which is existing in our catalog, which is reviewed by many customers already, and basically it should be a review system in the catalog of AI processors you're choosing from. you trust it because it was built good enough with all the guardrails in place, with one LLM checking the other one, which is making crucial decisions. And in that case, we can say, okay, it's all been tested. For example, 1,000 people already switched to this particular version of our AI processors in their DM, for example, in Telegram or like in here. And this subset of people have like only 5-star reviews with it. What does it mean? Yeah, it means you can trust it. So I believe the future of AI and AI agents in creating marketplaces for them where AI agents, I don't like agent because agent is something like in it's just a one role in the AI processor, which could be consistent of multiple roles. And I see that all the actual processes we need to do in more comprehensive way right now. And so those things would be trusted based on the reviews. It's a well designed system. It's working on human level. We all know how to do it. We know how to leave reviews. We know how to choose different products on Amazon, right? So and it could work for LLM AI processors.
Absolutely, I love this answer. Like the analogy is like, how can you trust people? And immediately something came to my mind is results. You just measure everything by results, and who you trust, who you don't, is really all about do they have good track record, right? Of course, sometimes things go wrong, but overall, do these people bring amazing results? And that's how some top executives being hired, because they're known for stepping into the company role and doing some big changes. Well, the same thing here. Of course, it might not be perfect, but it does bring you results. And what is better, you can show it on charts. You can show how it's boosting your portfolio, it's showing how it's really helping you. And I feel like that is the level of trust that we are talking about in the future, right? It's quite fascinating to really think about it that way, that we can potentially trust the machines. And to me, also another analogy is like autopilots, right? It's the AI that has millions of hours of driving experience. That is the ultimately best driver. Is this the driver that cannot get into car accidents? No, because things can happen, right? But is this the driver that has the most experience out there in the world? Absolutely. And today, what we can see with Waymo example is people prefer that over Uber or Lyft. They would rather have AI drive them to destination. They have this personalized experience. It's better, it's safer, it's more engaging. I would say like it's more personalized. Yeah. And the same thing with the future of crypto trading or any sort of trading is where this AI agent or Guru AI runs your portfolio and really walks you through what needs to happen. It won't execute completely autopilot on your behalf, unless that's the future where we're heading towards. But at the nearest stage, it will really just guide you through and give you advice based on all the information, process all of that using multiple different verification sources, and then provide you with very concise outcome, which you decide to act on it or not, right? And then even when you decide on act to it, you don't have to go and open up any terminal or any platform and do any actions. You can just approve an action and it will happen automatically on your behalf, pre-authorized, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. Because in crypto is everything, right? Being on time, having those microseconds is total key. Have you seen that movie about this team of people from like California building their own internet system, like in terms of their own piping, so that they can fight or compete with New York Exchange for 0.2 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we need those 0.2 milliseconds because if we have it, we're going to be just printing millions of dollars every single day. And they invested like another hundreds of millions of dollars into that thing. Whoever's going to be watching that movie, not going to give you any spoilers how it ends. But the idea is the same. Like, you want to be ahead of the curve. You want to really think fast. And people or systems who can analyze these things super fast, they can execute and they're going to win. So I feel like
one of the main kind of things which differs crypto from TradFi is that TradFi have a markets working hours and crypto don't. So that's why all those technologies are so much more needed in crypto than on TradFi, where you have actual like brokers and so on. So that's one idea, and the second idea, I see it in the future as working as idle clicker of sorts, where like idle clickers, like
I don't.
games,
Walk
games
me and the
where
rest of the audience through.
okay, so this type of game where you get an inta and something happening in that game no matter what. Like
Mhm.
you can check it in 2 days and your like character would be like next level and it would be constantly fighting with someone. And all you do when you getting into the game, you buying some additional like upgrades or whatever it is for your character. So in next like 3 days when you would remember about this game, you would get in and you would see that it gained much more gold or whatever and it's basically you adjust the process, you buying some items from time to time, and there is something happening in the background
The
for
game never
the
stops. Game
it,
never stops.
and it never stops. Yeah, so
Just like crypto.
exactly. So having an LLM assistant, which is operating in background for you, and you periodically checking on him. So it's literally works as your employee, and sometimes he bothers you, like he's sending you some messages or proactive offers, which you should submit. But most of the time, you only checking on him when you're interested in it and something happening there and you like, oh, are you exposed to crypto? And you like, yes, like I'm exposed to crypto, I need to check like how much, and it happens without me, I couldn't be, I maybe I've been missing all the details because they are handled already, and that could bring mass adoption, and you're right in here as well.
Yeah, I feel like the overall problem with crypto is towards mass adoption is accessibility, right? And there are a few sort of issues here. First is access to information, and second is availability in terms of execution. We like me as a casual trader or casual person in crypto. I don't want to dedicate all my time to being on the market and checking what's going on and be on top of everything, right? Like that does not give me peace of mind of me owning my time, me owning my life, and being able to just disconnect and go for a walk or go on a hike or meet with my friends, right? You sort of have to be on top of it and checking, seeing what's going on because you really don't want to miss out um, on the opportunity to get in or get out. And when you have this trusted co-pilot that runs your portfolio, and when it gets to that point where it's fully automated and you can trust it more than you can trust yourself, and this guy doesn't sleep, doesn't have time off, doesn't have friends to hang out or hikes to go to, this guy is dedicated to you, to keep an eye on everything that's going on in your portfolio in your best interest. And when that is the only setting, I would totally trust it. Also, I kind of want to go back to our chat interface, going to the same point of democratizing like access to information. Like for me, all the charts, everything that we have in Dex Guru is a little overwhelming. Like I'm not analytic, I'm not data analytic, right? So I really can't process all of that all at once. And I feel like this information is sort of available, but not accessible to me. And with the chat interface, I feel like I get superpowers that I can actually dive into it and I can ask all the questions that I might have as a smart intellectual person, but just not have ability to analyze myself. I really want to hear from you. What is that superpower that a casual person that now has access to Dex Guru's terminal through the chat interface can do versus that they couldn't do before, only because they didn't have that education in the analytics space?
Um, you know, yeah, you're right. It's overwhelming when you're looking at those things, and when I'm trying to explain to my wife, for example, what what's the candle chart even, it's kind of you're starting to understand, like, okay, those all those people, you can get them onboarded with it, like, but it would be really hard, the actual onboarding process and getting to all those numbers. What does it mean? What does fully diluted valuation means? Like, can you even read this FDV? Right? So there is lots of people who are missing in there, and to
That's me.
and all they wanna actually know if about it, they like Fidelity works, like 401k type of thing is working.
Mhm.
Like you dedicating some part of your pension in there. It's basically they just invest in it somehow, very very kind of you choosing the strategy, and then you don't care about it, like you forgetting
Right.
about it, right? So here it's kind of the same way, but in the same time there is like LLM which never sleeps, because yeah, and with which you can actually tune up your engagement ratio. So if you want to dive deeper, if you're interested in it, if you want to educate yourself deeper, you have all abilities to do it. If you want to just check it, once a month, checking, okay, how it's doing, maybe making some decisions, it's your option as well. So
Give me an example in terms of you looking at this charts. If we can go back to that, you looking at it. What is the conclusion that you can make because you understand what are you looking at in terms of putting this information together that I could not, but I can now by utilizing chatbot?
yeah, so for example, trending topic here, right? So people usually don't even read this sign in here, so they're not aware how those tokens got there. That's one of the problems which usually happen with everyone. And now, basically, but LLM always knows it, always, right? And whenever LLM knows that it's actually whales moving, and it's like trends on whales, it can make decisions to get into those positions or not, because it has all the underlying information behind it, as well as for example, it sees that in 24 hours, while it was still moving, in 24 hours it's lost like 40%. So maybe it's dropping down, but then you need to check on the chart and do some technical analysis, right? And to do this, you need to know, like, if there are like bounces off, and there could be that kind of situation. And the better we are training our LLM and better skill set we add into our LLM orchestration engine, it's already have ability to grab all this data, to provide you detailed analytics of the tokens. Now we add an ability to grab like social mind share to it as well.
So I
Yeah.
understand this correctly. So right now I can look at the chart and I can be like, it's going down. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Is this totally tanking, or is this just temporary? What is it connected with? I'm limited on
Too many
information.
decisions to make.
So what I can do now is I can ask, how's it going, right? It will tell me, hey, it lost 40%. Then I can ask, what is it connected with? Oh, it's connected with some guidance, some improvement, or some country.
There are those QLs sharing about this token that most likely they are starting marketing campaign, for example, right now. It lost 40%, but they started marketing campaign.
Right.
So probably it would bounce off or
And
something
then,
like it. I don't know.
and then it will be able to kind of analyze and give me feedback in terms of, hey, but we think within next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, this is what's going on based on the information I have. And we predict it's going to go back up or it's going to go back down, whatever it is. Is that a possibility or not
Well,
quite?
it's not we who predict, it's
Yes.
agent who predicts.
Yeah. But
Right.
agent, but the main thing there, it has ability to fix its errors 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, there is some decision LLM making to get into this position, right? And it could be a wrong decision, could be right decision, whatever. but there is a stop loss strategy which automatically added to it. So if this was the wrong decision, you losing like minimum instead of like, and actual parameters of the stop loss position is predicted by LLM as well. So you have like second layer of like safe prediction, and it could work very interestingly that overall, because of beta tooling, because of by allowing your copilot to make all those decisions for you and fix them if they were wrong, and in the same time educate itself based on those outcomes, you effectively would be doing it better than, I don't know, better than you would be doing it yourself for sure.
Right. That's awesome. I'm super excited.
And that's the main feeling which everyone wants. Everyone wanna know that it's handled, and it's handled. If I would be, in there spending my time, even after that, I would be doing it. Not that good.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I look forward to this. I think it's the bright future that we're all excited about. And I just know that these agents are evolving, getting better and better and better. They're designed to be the best at this specific task. And if you have a whole army of them aligned into, one is like it's assembly line, right? For a whole car. Everybody's perfect at one thing. And then you just have this perfect machine coming out at the end within seconds. So to me, that's just mind blowing. We live in a very exciting time.
Yeah, and we are on full steam right now, going towards this direction. And new Dex Guru, which we launched in February, is all about it. Like it's a Dex Guru where you have LLM as a first-class citizen, where everything designed around it, and that's what we see as one of the ecosystem products for Guru Network and for Guru Token to prevail on. And Guru Token here is acting very interestingly because it's all coming from our white paper, but as a main means for payments inside the LLM, payments for services, payments for fees of those LLMs, different trading operations, Guru Token and Guru Network is in there, as well as rewards mechanisms. So AI trading terminal with the full power of rewarding users for their actions as well, which is quite interesting new concept in trading terminals. So that's why we are positioned very interestingly here, and we were building all this infrastructure throughout 2024, like Guru Token, Guru Network, framework for all those applications, integrating those into the communities, starting playing with LLM in there, which providing people like different information tokens. It was all going towards this goal of like having a killer product launched on the Guru Network, then having like multiple other products coming out of Guru framework, because amount of features we included in there, and the whole concept of controlling your application from AI chatbot is what would get us the niche where Guru framework by itself is powering this new wave of applications. That's how I see it, and that's where you come in and place handy as a business developer, right? That where we like you being like a steward of Guru framework solution for people,
That's right. I'm the guide taking people through the journey.
Yeah.
Exciting. I'm super pumped. Shall we get to the questions part?
Yeah, let's go through the questions.
And the first question is, have you built the Guru chain, the base chain bridge?
Yes, it's at Bridge Guru Network AI. You can use it. Feel free. And if anything, it's one Lucas. You're a very active a member of our community in our Telegram chat. Feel free to ping us, and feel free to ping even particular members with whom you already had a conversation with before. Run on base. We actually had a conversation with our marketing partner on how we can expose this narrative more, because they have relations to base, and we actually need to work in this direction, because base is a vibrant ecosystem, and Guru network is layer 3 on base. We have USDC on our mainnet, which is the same as on base, which gives us superpowers in a way. So yes, we need to work in that direction, and we already thought about it. We finding the ways to get ourselves more exposed in there.
I think it's like one question in three: how to get more people to use our products, how to increase the demand for our tokens, and what is our goal going forward. To get more people to use our products, we utilize the strategy going directly to the KOLs and tinkering with apps made exactly for them. In computer science, there is this term super user. So we provide our solutions to their core audience. They are super users. They are active traders. They are people who actually spend some money or a lot of money in crypto and make something on it or don't, but they are in a game. So we present our product to these people, and then we see how they react, how they interact with our apps, with our products. And this gives us invaluable information about how just usual people will interact with it, and it helps us to fine tune it before turning it to the bigger audience. So what we're building here,
in February.
yeah, as we told about the whole our stream, we are building easy interface where you just chat with an app. But if you're interested, you can dive into all these charts, into all these graphics, into all these tables, and looking at these charts and tables, you can know what are you looking for just by chatting with LLM.
Oh
So,
yeah. So I actually wanted to check Yaro on here on this. So what's the hook? What because in business development there is this always a question about like in sales pitch, and yeah, what's the hook?
Well, the hook here that we're building the product, that you will be losing more by not using this product. It just has to provide you with superpower, and everything we focused on has been that superpower that really boosts you 100 times. And I feel like that this is where revolution happens, and this team is the most experienced team to execute on this. So I'm super pumped on what's going to happen with this.
And we bring the products to the people where they basically where they engaged. That's why concept of AI chatbot operating with communities and the groups is kind of interesting here, and that's what Snark Scout was talking about here.
Yeah, and I feel like when you take the friction out of it in terms of marketing, right? When you bring the product to people's platforms where they already are engaging and sort of spending most of their time, you just bring that level of convenience as well. Because you spend your time on Telegram, you have all this information, you have all these notifications coming in from different groups, you're kind of staying on top of things. But then now you have to leave this safe space and go to some other platform and perform some actions. That is really inconvenient, and you're losing that precious minutes, seconds of your time, versus you can execute immediately within Telegram interface and I know they were working on more interfaces, but you can execute immediately inside of this application that you're already spending time in, and without losing that few precious seconds, you're already ahead of the curve, while everybody else goes and logs into their account, looks for that specific token, then they have to go connect their wallets, do whatever they need to do before they can execute. And now you already jumped in 15, 20 minutes earlier, and you're watching how everybody else is trying to get in. So that's the superpowers I'm talking about.
How to increase the demand for our Guru tokens? Embedding those tokens into all those operations, which we supporting in applications we run, as well as our partners run, and in nearest future, and everyone could be running. So it's a Guru framework is open source product, which is we effectively getting into, so it would be deployable easily by people anywhere. So what's the hook in there is actually that there is Guru network ecosystem embedded in those solutions as well. So for you to utilize those products, even if you're running it yourself on your own infrastructure, would be much more easy to utilize, for example, LLM infrastructure, GPUs which have representation of Guru network, or models which are presented in our warehouse, and so on and so forth. And all those things are actually happening using Guru tokens. And we have this chart, and I was already showing it last time, but why not, right? Share screen.
I mean, demand comes with the need, right? When you really need something, that's where demand comes in. And the truth is, you won't be able to use our infrastructure and products without Guru, without Guru tokens. You'll need to have those in order to support all these systems. And as far as I understand, we're building it on pay per as you use kind of way, the same way as AWS is charging. The more you use, the more product you're getting out of it, the more credits it's going to be using, and you just have to constantly top off your balance in order to stay active. So this will kind of create that a need demand system, and this is where the necessity of buying more Gurus is coming into.
Yeah, it's basically we're talking about this this vertical of it, like B2B and AI Web3 platform access, which is basically Guru framework, kind of as an infrastructure. And the second thing there is trading fees from Web3 automations, from transactions which are run by LLMs, from transactions which are run in the apps, from transactions which would be landing in new Dex Guru. There are fees associated with them, and those fees would be going towards vested treasury, and that actually powers up the whole Guru tokenomics, which we have in mind for all those things. So yeah, we are working on demand side right now more, but effectively this is the focus right now, to get it to as much people as we can, to get it as much partners as we can, and to provide them value, and then based on this value we get in them all of them into ecosystem and Guru token economy flywheel, and that's where we starting distributing and getting surplus value in it, which powers up everything. So yeah.
In simple terms, it's based on three whales. One is network growth and utility, another is community engagement, and another is token economics. There's no network growth without utility, because we can inflate it, but we don't want to. And this utility based on community engagement, and community engagement drives token economics, and token economics creates value. If we have value creation mechanisms, and we have it, and we will have more, with the time, people can earn money. When people can earn money, they will find a lot of creative ways to do it with this, to do it in some ways we cannot imagine now, but we are building an ecosystem for it. So when ecosystem will develop further, increase the demand for tokens will be kind of automatic. So our goal going forward is to work with these three whales. One of them is, I repeat, network growth and utility growth, another community engagement, and another one is token economics. Speaking of community engagement, we have some part of our ecosystem as quests to engage people, to entertain people. If you see in this stream, you saw this riddle for hunt answers already several times. And today is the day when if you participate in riddle hunt, you already have 1,000 gurus. And this is not T Guru, it's not testnet tokens, it's real tokens on real mainnet. And when we will scale these quests, now we just have it in like testing for our community mode. These will drive utility and network growth as well, because everyone who gets into quests automatically becomes a holder. You can hodl, you can spend it in an ecosystem, but this economy flywheel will work. So I encourage you to participate. Don't forget to switch to mainnet in our app in order to be.
Actually, in relates to this one, what I forgot to show is that new switch we have, and new switch we have app Guru Network. Yeah. Right. So here now you don't need to switch networks. There are like points, and there are like Guru on mainnet, and all the quests are behind the switch, and you see how much left in the chest before it dries out. So yeah, we still have some budget for the riddle, but not much. And be the first one, because next weekly Guru chest would be only next week.
And next closely related question that we have is from our very active community member Steo. The Being Crypto article was nice. Was so little engagement from the official. Why it was so little engagement from the official Guru channels? And I will handle this. Our project currently focused on several key initiatives. One is the upcoming Dex Guru launch, Dex Guru plus AI, and further development of our Web3 automation features. While our media coverage may vary, we maintain consistent communication through our own channels and continue to build our ecosystem with a strong focus on community involvement. And we signal our community paradigm shift with this Being Crypto post. It's not a news itself, because if you're an active community member, you know that this paradigm shift is already going for weeks. But now we are closer than ever to present results of hundreds of hours of work of a team, and we will roll it out in next week, one by one. And this one post was just first bit, first block, first brick in this building. And there is another question why we mention you just showed the interface in Miles Docher app. not on Guru app. And another question was why we mention our partners and our partners do not mention us. The answer is simple. We polish all the features, all the bells and whistles for them, so they can present to the core of their audience the best possible product. And after this, we will be able, and they will be able, to push it as hard as possible. Because presenting to the market half-baked product with flaws would not drive ecosystem, would not drive price action, wouldn't drive anything, only frustration. So after all these bits and pieces will come in place, their active participation is kind of, it will be hard to miss, you know.
Yeah, and this Being Crypto article, like it was just you're right. It was just the start of marketing campaign, and marketing campaign all baked in for AI trading terminal launch. Dex Guru is AI trading terminal, so which we planning for February, and we would be covering all those things very closely over the course of this month, and push on forward towards the best product on the market, which represents everything what we've talked about here. From marketing campaign perspective, we have things planned. It will be more, and yeah, we'll keep you posted. Summing up. Yeah. Okay, shall we just close it?
There is one question from
Why is people living Guru? People live in Guru. What do you mean by live in Guru? Less holders?
Well, no one from the team leaves Guru, and holders that are tired of some opportunities. You know the news, Trump meme coin just caused like 15% drop in all altcoins.
Sectors in it. Yeah. Sorry.
So people just.
I want to answer this. So throughout the years in crypto, there are those waves of people who's coming and going, and it's all in nature of crypto because we ride on waves, and we for the whole hour in here we are talking about how to catch those waves. Why people coming and going? Because crypto market is fluid, and that's actually what differs crypto market from anything else. You have free flow of capitals, free flow of liquidity, free flow of everything. So when something happening somewhere, it's the most effective market for people to took off, like get there, then next week get from there and back in those positions. Sometimes, like from the very beginning of your journey in crypto, it becomes like kind of a struggle for everyone because trends are changing so fast. Jumping between them is you tiring of it, and you really want LLM agent to handle all this shit. But in the same time, we are the team who's actually executing something like a project or business or whatever should be able to abstract themselves from all of this and just continuously build and get to the better products and deliver to the market what the market expects day after tomorrow. Not today, not yesterday, day after tomorrow. We need to plan for the future. So when we're delivering it, it's actually like a bombshell and everyone coming to see it. We've seen it before with our previous products. We processed 1 billion of volume in 2022 through Dex Guru. Then we focused on B2B market and we got success in there. Now with our new vision, Guru Network, Guru Token framework, now we coming back to retail market, as well as all those integrations, and there is no other way, right? So yeah, okay.
As Warren Buffett says, the market belongs to those who are patient. My trader friends say that absolute most of the people jump in on high and drop out on lows, but not the otherwise. And our product is specifically built to reverse this trend, so people can hop on trends more reliably and in the know, that they can make informed decision, not emotional decisions.
Okay. Cool. So shall we wrap up?
Think so.
Thanks for your support. Things of interest in life. Continuous support. Okay. See you next week, and we would have new stuff releasing on our Guru Network app. We would notify you guys in our communities about it till the end of the week. And yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, stay tuned in our.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Evgeny. Thank you, all the team, and thanks to all 150 people who watch us now, and everyone who will watch this video later. We are
Participate in Riddle Hunt.
in awe from your support, and of course participate in Riddle Hunt. It's only 4th riddle, and there will be 12 of them. And then there will be another riddle hunt. Go Gurus. We'll see you around.